The very latest in the Kolkata doctor horror case in which the Supreme Court is hearing the matter. The Supreme Court continuing its hearing on the rape and murder of the young trainee doctor. The CBI has to now submit its status report. The Supreme Court hearing amid the mega protests that have been held in Kolkata on a Sunday. Those protests that continue. Do remember today marks the 1 month since that horrific incident that took place at the RG hospital. Three-judge bench headed by the Chief Justice of India. They're hearing the case. The Chief Justice of India to consider the status report of the CBI in the case. The CBI to file that status report today, and the centre they're urging the government to extend its full cooperation to the CISF. So this is the latest that we are getting for you, with the CBI there having to file the status report in the Supreme Court as the hearing continues in the case. So this is led by the Chief Justice of India hearing the case of the horrific rape and murder of the trainee doctor at the RG hospital in Kolkata. So the Kolkata rape and murder case, the centre has recently filed an application alleging unpardonable non-cooperation of the government in extending logistical support when it comes to the CIFS tasked with providing security at the hospital. So that is the concern as far as the centre is concerned, asking and urging for full cooperation and support of the government of West Bengal to the CISF responsible for the security at the college. And also, in talks with the Supreme Court, they're hearing the matter concerning the murder of the alleged rape of that junior doctor at the RG hospital. The bench that is led by the Chief Justice, Mr. Chandrachud, along with Justice Pardiwala and Manoj Misra, they're presiding over the case, taking up the matter. The centre has also spoken about the unpardonable non-cooperation by the West Bengal government in extending its logistical support when it comes to a CISF tasked with providing the security at the hospital. Do remember that it was the West Bengal governor who had directed the Mamata Banerjee government to have that emergency cabinet meeting over the public demand as far as the resignation of the Kolkata police commissioner is concerned. Now, do remember there were protests yesterday. 25 countries had participated in that protest that took place. 130 cities that took part in that protest against the injustice and demanding justice for the victim in the case. It is the family that has made allegations talking about how the police has tried to cover up the case, how they were trying to destroy evidence from the very start. This comes at a time when torches and national anthem played in another night in order to reclaim this is as far as reclaim the night in the state, that is to bring about the confidence and justice that will be provided by the top court. So the protesters, both women and men, young and old, took to the streets, forming human chains, writing graffiti on the walls, holding burning torches and singing the national anthem, as many may wave the tricolour, the only flag allowed in these rallies across the state, to register their protest against the murder, as today marks the 1 month since that horrific case that took place in Kolkata at the RG hospital, in which a 31-year-old trainee doctor was allegedly raped and murdered. There is only one suspect who is in the police custody as of now, but the family there has been making a lot of allegations in regard to more people being involved. It doesn't seem like a one person's job. The family there has also spoken about the delay as far as the FIR is concerned. Do remember that they reported the case at about 7 o'clock, but the FIR was only registered at 11:45. They've also spoken about how they were made to sign a blank paper, which the mother finally tore up. In all regards regarding that they were offered a bribe, they were offered money at the time when they had gone, to report the case. Also now they're saying that they were trying to destroy evidence. That is the latest allegation that is being levelled by the family, saying that they were trying to destroy evidence from the very start. So those are the allegations that are being made by the family of the young doctor who lost her love. We have my colleague Rishika joining us on the phone line to get us more on this. Rishika, the hearing has resumed in the case, and it is the CBI that has to, now file its status report.
Well, yes, Divya, as per the information that we're getting from our team of reporters who are inside the courtroom at the moment, we're given to understand that the CBI has in fact filed that report, and the Supreme Court has begun hearing the matter as far as the doctor's rape and murder case is concerned. Now, the case, of course, that the court is primarily going to hear today is regarding the brutal rape and murder of the 31-year-old trainee doctor at the state-run RG Medical College and Hospital in Kolkata. This is an incident, remember, that happened on the 9th of August. And today, ironically, as the court resumes hearing this case, it is the one-month anniversary of the horrific crime. A bench comprising of Justices D.Y. Chandrachud and Justices J.B. Pardiwala and Manoj Misra are in fact overseeing the proceedings in the court today. And, this is a hearing that is coming in at a time when there has been a bitter political fight over the issue as well. What we're given to understand is that senior advocate Kapil Sibal, who's appearing on behalf of the West Bengal government, has said that a status report has been filed and the State Health Department has filed this report. He's also cited the fact that 23 people have died as a result of doctors not working. This is a claim, of course, that has been made by the senior counsel appearing on behalf of the West Bengal government. While of course the court is listening to this, what the Chief Justice of India so far has said that they would like to first listen to what the CBI inquiry has come up with. Now, remember, initially it was believed that they would wait for the West Bengal government to complete a probe. However, before that stipulated deadline, Mamata Banerjee did decide to hand over the case to the CBI. Since then, there's been a bitter political fight. There have been several allegations that have been made by the victim's family against the Kolkata police and the manner in which they handled the case, including alleging sabotage and the fact that they tried to destroy evidence in the case from the beginning. So it's going to be very important for us to see what
Rishika,
the CBI
we
status
also
report
have
says.
Saurabh Gupta joining us to get us more on this. Saurabh, take us through, the proceedings that have begun in court. What is really being said in court? Take us through the latest.
Well, two reports really I think that the focus is on. One is, of course, the report filed by the state government, which Kapil Sibal just mentioned in court. And the second one is, of course, the CBI status report, because that's where the focus is, given that that will give you an idea of the investigation into the rape and murder. And that is something that was initially handed over to the CBI by the Calcutta High Court. And of course, that went to the CBI. That case has been investigated by the CBI. What progress has the CBI made in this case and its investigation so far? That's something that would be perhaps looked at. And you can see, of course, the judges, I think, are going through that report. And that's very important to note, because that is where the focus is. Remember, all of this that you see here is all calls for justice for this young woman who was brutally raped and murdered at the RG Medical College and Hospital. And we're coming to you live from the RG Medical College and Hospital, where also the doctors who are protesting and have been on dharna are also watching the court proceedings through a screen that has been set up here. And this candlelight vigil also continues demanding justice for this young doctor who really, the injuries, etc., are all, it seemed all very brutal. And you can see this candlelight vigil on as the Supreme Court hearing gets underway. But like I said, the focus is on that status report that's being filed by the CBI, because that's where we will get an idea of how much progress has been made in that investigation by the CBI and where they've reached. Because remember, earlier, a few days ago, we reported that the CBI also has concluded that there is only one accused in this case, that is Sanjay Roy, who was arrested by the Kolkata police before the case was handed over to the CBI. Now, in the context of what's been going on, and there have been several allegations that have come up on social media, come up from several credible voices as well. Was there a cover-up? Is there someone else involved? Is there an attempt to shield someone? Was there evidence tampering? Was there crime scene tampering? All of these questions have been raised in several forums by doctors, by protesting students, some on social media, political parties. And while the state government has filed a report, the CBI's progress report is key, because the CBI, remember, hasn't shared a word in the public domain about the progress of the investigation, mentioning that it's a court-monitored hearing and they will provide updates to the court, which they are doing through that status report that's been filed in the court. But really, what people are looking for are answers to these crucial questions, because in the absence of credible, verified information in the public domain, there is scope for misinformation, there is scope for fake news, and there is scope for speculation and rumor mongering, some of which has already happened in this case. So all eyes really on what the honorable judges are going through. The three-judge bench led by the Chief Justice of India, Justice D.Y. Chandrachud, and all lies, like I really said, on that status report. And you can see the judges perusing through that report, going through that report, trying to understand where the CBI investigation perhaps has reached, and if there is any lacuna in the CBI investigation, that's also something that needs to be noticed. Because remember, in the local court, one must again clarify, because there's a lot of confusion. The Supreme Court is not conducting the trial in this case. The Supreme Court has suo motu taken over the public concerns and several issues that have been raised, and the trial will be conducted by a trial court. But for that trial to start, there has to be a charge sheet filed, which signifies the end of investigation. We'll just hear what the judges are saying.
The UD.
Yes.
Yes, I certainly.
UD 861 of
Yes,
2024 comes into
we certainly answer that.
Your Lordships had the benefit of going through this, my Lord. I would request your Lordships to go through.
Yes. We have.
Yeah, just to assist your Lordships. I am not adversarial, because we are dealing with a daughter, and she is a daughter of each one of us. Therefore, my Lord, I am taking it in that spirit. Please have a look at, my Lord, this left-hand side and the right-hand side, my Lord. Kindly go through it, my Lord, with some, my Lord, degree of attention. Your Lordships, I have gone through, my Lord.
Death certificate, yeah. Yeah.
उसमें कुछ होगा था.
May I answer? Well, the death certificate was given at 1:47 p.m. And the UD entry was at 2:55 at the police station. 2:55.
That is 861.
That's right. There's the second question, Your Lordships. All subsequent proceedings, whether the inquest report or the CJM's order and all other documents.
So the case has resumed in court today, and this is after the status report has been submitted in court in a sealed envelope. The bench is examining the report that's been submitted in that sealed envelope. It is what has really been said in court so far is about how many people have already died because the hospital wasn't working. The doctors have been on strike. 23 people have died as doctors weren't working, is what has been said in court. Also, the Chief Justice of India has asked, as far as the distance is concerned, between the residence of the principal, the former principal of the RG Kaur Hospital, and the distance from his residence, we're talking about Sandeep Ghosh, the distance from there to the college, and that distance is about 15 to 20 minutes maximum, is what has been said in a court. So we have Saurabh with us. Saurabh, in order, the Chief Justice of India there, also the judges there examining that report that's been submitted in that sealed envelope regarding the status report. Also, from what we're hearing so far, is the role of Sandeep Ghosh is also, being probed.
Well, I think, the focus really is on what happened in the investigation, what has happened so far, and also I think the events of the 9th and 10th August. Because remember, that was the day when this incident came to light. And I remember all of us
Hand it over.
So GD 565
At 2:55 p.m.
is recorded at 2:55.
Yes.
GD? No, GD was
Yes,
at
it's there.
23:30.
This is
But
certified copy, Manoj.
565 is merely a medical
This is
certificate.
a certified copy, Manoj.
Page 64.
It's not a medical record. It's an extract.
Extract
I
from
have
the
the copy of
Tala
GD
police
at
station daily register. It's not a
23:30.
medical entry.
Look at 11:30 night. I have the copy.
No, I have a copy too.
Certified.
We have certified copy, we've just given it to the court.
So he is still this. He's still stupid.
Saurabh joining us. Saurabh, what has really been asked in court today is regarding a clarification on two aspects, wanting to know the time at which the unnatural death came to be registered in this particular case.
There's been a lot of talk about the UD case being registered, why it was registered, and both the Supreme Court and the Calcutta High Court have come down very heavily on the hospital administration for not registering a case in the first place when the body was found in the hospital premises. Prima facie, it was a clear-cut case of sexual assault and murder, and also the fact that, it was not found on the road, the victim was clearly identifiable. She was a doctor who was working in the hospital, had been on shift for 36 hours. So in that sense, the hospital not filing a complaint is something that has not gone down well with the courts. How have the police functioned in this situation? The police say they've registered a UD case in the absence of a complaint and carried out, but the FIR is filed late at night. So again, there has been a question of why this delay. When was the UD case filed? When was the FIR filed? Why was that delay taking place? What was happening in that intervening period? That is what you see is being clarified by the court, and I think these are important questions for the sake of investigation, because a lot of these questions have also given rise to...
Insert is videograph.
And the is videographed.
Yes. And the same has been saved on a card which we can.
Civil also, second question, when was the search and seizure actually carried out?
This one is just... 8:30 to 10:45.
8?
8:30 to 10:45.
Yes.
The photographs had been taken before, Manoj.
8:30 in the morning or in the evening?
Evening, Manoj.
The body was found in the morning at 9:30.
That's
so
right.
it cannot be
Photographs were
before that.
taken. Once the body was removed, Manoj, for post-mortem, then only, Manoj.
And by whom? There is some relevance. Therefore, my lord, I would like my learned friend to ask. There is some relevance.
Manoj, we have photographs from 12:45 p.m. onwards of everything that happened. We have the original with us.
Now, during the course of the previous hearings, and therefore I think though the investigation is going on, we can share this because you've all said it openly.
Yes, Manoj.
That there is evidence that there is a CCTV footage to indicate what time the accused
Yes.
enters the seminar room and what time he's exiting the seminar
Correct,
room.
correct.
Right? This is
Yeah.
shared with us. Now, obviously, therefore, there would be CCTV footage after 4:30 in the morning throughout the day.
Yes, there will be.
Has the CCTV footage in its entirety been handed over to the CBI?
Yes, yes, yes.
Yes, we have taken.
Yes.
We have taken.
You have taken the CCTV
have taken,
yes.
footage.
But we had to reconstruct the scene because of the distance. my lord.
But then,
It covers only a part.
Mr. Solicitor, how do you explain this statement in your affidavit at small Roman 3 at page 14? Just see the last sentence.
My report, Manoj?
Yes.
Yes. Page 14, Manoj.
Just one para above 7.
Yes, Manoj. The SOC was apparently visiting.
Have you handed over, as the Calcutta police handed over to the CBI, the entire footage of the proceedings which took place between 8:30 p.m. and 10:45 p.m.? Because CBI seems
Yes,
to have
yes, yes. Yes.
What is shared with us
is about 27
minutes.
27 minutes, they say. The
4 clippings totaling duration to 27 minutes. And the proceedings conducted from 17:06, that is 5/6, to 22:45 hours.
Mr. Sibal said that
Well,
they have actually
I'm just
conducted from
taking
8:30 p.m., that is 20:30.
I'm just taking instructions.
Yes, yes.
Yeah. Manoj, yeah, all right. Two separate things, Manoj. Seizure 8:30 to 10:45. The video of that. Manoj, seizure 8:30 to 10:45 given. Then, Manoj, in parts, the videos have been given. In parts, there was some CCTV in hard disk. In parts, completely given, Manoj. There was some technical glitch. It was stored in part, but given in full. Hard disk is full. And he's made a statement that I've given it.
So it's, in this context, I need to, my lord, come in, my lord, here, because there is something, my lord, which, according to me, is very, very serious, my lord. My lord, I want a flap. My lord, we have the forensic examination report. I will not read it, my lords. But one thing, my lord, is admitted. When the girl was found at 9:30. But I'm sorry, but her jeans were removed and even the undergarments were removed and were lying somewhere nearby. So she was in a semi-nude condition. It is also an admitted position now that there were injury marks on the body and other my lord, areas. Now, your lordships may kindly see the report. Give me copies. And this, my lord, this is a forest, my lord, your lordships may mark. They have taken the samples, they have sent it to an FSL in West Bengal, and this is the result. And
CFSL,
CFSL West Bengal.
Central Lab,
Yes,
not
yes,
an
correct,
FSL.
correct. I'm not on anything else. वो कहाँ है दूसरा? हाँ, यहाँ पे लगा. Lord, I have only one copy right now. Please see this, Manoj. This is serious, and the CBI has taken a decision to send the samples, collect, Manoj, to AIMS and other, Manoj, Central Forensic Science Laboratory. The person enters, the body parts are not covered, the lead girl is made nude, there are injury marks, and this is the result of FSL. Therefore, who took the samples becomes relevant. Kindly, Manoj, have a look.
The injuries are all set out in the inquiry.
See this, Manoj.
So this is
Manoj,
CCTV camera 16. CCTV.
Which is what is this
So
document?
this
So, proceedings that are going on in the Supreme Court, currently hearing the suo motu case related to the rape and murder of the 31-year-old trainee doctor at the state-run RG Kaur College and Hospital in Kolkata. Today marks the 1 month since that horrific incident that took place at the hospital. The bench comprising of the Chief Justice of India as well as Justices Pardiwala and Manoj Misra listening to the case. Do remember the status report has been filed, according to which 23 people have died as the doctors have been on a strike. We have Saurabh Gupta with us. Saurabh, take us through the proceedings in court so far.
Well, I think the proceedings really are about the status of the investigation, and I think one of the important updates that I at least heard, but again, we've all been listening to that court hearing, is that the CBI is looking at sending samples to AIMS and to other labs. Forensic samples,
Just
like,
thinking
are
many
part
times
of
it's lagging,
investigations. These forensic samples have been collected by the Kolkata police. They've been handed over to the CBI. And one set of samples, of course, was sent to a lab in Kolkata. Kapil Sibal pointing out that it is a CFSL, Central Forensic Sciences, a lab. So obviously, this is something that is what we're picking up, which means that the CBI is still very much in the process of investigation. If they're still sending samples to other labs, AIMS, etc., one can presume that the investigation isn't really complete. And one of the things that everybody has been talking about is how long will it take, given that this is such a sensitive case and there's so much anger over this case. But obviously, an investigation has to be foolproof. And if there's anything that the CBI feels that they need to look at, re-examine, obviously they will take the time and do it, which is what seems to be happening. But the status report is already there. Justices,
just see, Manoj, the highlighted part in the flat.
we'll just hear what they're saying.
There are two specimens.
Mr. Mehta, we have seen now the further line of investigation which is open. We do not want to comment in it in the open court, obviously, so that the course of the investigation should not be affected.
Correct.
We will give you a week's time. Tell us by next Monday what further leads have emerged during the course of the further investigation. We'd like a status report to be submitted to us by next Monday. Mr. Sibal, it's advisedly we should not be referring to what has emerged during the course of the investigation.
Yes, absolutely.
Let the CBI proceed on the basis of what they are now exploring,
Sure.
the leads which they are pursuing.
Sure.
And we'll keep it now on next Monday. So that
It's a holiday. It's a Tuesday.
Only a minute, Mr. Lord, there is one IA which we have filed, IA 200162. Lord, where, Lord, your lordships were pleased, Lord, require.
Well, before my learned friend says that, I just want.
Deployment, only a minute, Mr.
Before
Sibal,
my
if you
learned
don't
friend
mind.
takes up, just hold on.
If you don't mind, sir, let me just show.
No, it's on the previous matter.
we'll just pass a short order on this.
Lord, the lady.
One second. We'll come back to you in a moment. Let's clarify this part.
Yes.
A status report has been, a status report dated so and so has been filed by the Central Bureau of Investigation. Full stop. Having perused the report, it appears that the investigation is in progress. Full stop. We direct the CBI to file a fresh status report by the next date of hearing. Full stop. List on so and so for considering the fresh status report to be filed by the CBI. So we take it up on Monday for, Tuesday for considering the status report, which would be then filed by the CBI. Let's see what happens between now and, because a lot of what has been collected during the course of the last 10 days is subject to further verification. And
we'll also investigate, my lord, who collected the samples, because this.
Fair enough.
We will send.
Neither stop you, nor are we guiding the CBI that we want a particular line of investigation to be conducted. CBI is doing it. You have flagged issues in the status report. You tell us next Monday what further emerges.
Take this also on record, the report of the FSL.
We'll return this back to you. Why should we retain it right now?
Whichever way, my lord, comments.
We'll return that back to you.
Just one more thing. Just my lord, out of my lord, the lady.
First, we'll retain only the second status report on the record. The rest of the papers we'll return back to you.
My lord, there are 3 lady companies, my lord, of CISF. Lord, they are not providing the accommodation to them. They have to travel, my lord, from CISF camp, which is 1.5 hours away from the state. My lord, thereafter, my lord, there are several things which we have requested. It is ordered dated 22nd. We are, my lord, almost 15 plus days down the line.
Well, we have provided, in fact, if your lordship looks at our note, we have provided all that they wanted us to provide, everything that they wanted. Just give it to
the 3 companies, of women constables,
and
who are guarding the Adipur
accommodation for the
college,
women.
Where are they presently housed?
Well, I just show to your lordships, please. Kindly see,
Look, can I have at least that?
Yeah, we just give it to you.
Yes. And I'll also share what is not provided, so that you
just give it to you.
At least henceforth you instruct them to provide.
Kindly see the accommodation.
Yes.
KMCP Day School, 2.6 kilometers, 13 minutes away. One company proposed things, one company, 54 women personnel. Indira Maitri Shishu Kalyan Hospital, 6 minutes away. One company, 54 women personnel.
When?
These
Because
have
we
been
have been
provided.
clamoring since
Then
2
there are
weeks.
3 flats in RMO quarters within so-and-so. On site, 20 for 25 personnel. Currently, 20 CIFS personnel are staying in 2 flats of RMO quarters within
Within the hospital.
the hospital, and the rest of the CIFF personnel are commuting from 12 kilometers away. And the school and Indira Maitri Shishu Kalyan Hospital were undergoing construction, and therefore these are identified by the CISF themselves, Malal. So we put them there. And most of the state police officers deployed by so-and-so come from far-off places like Police Training Academy, Howrah, which is 22 kilometers away, Bodyguard Lines, which is 12 kilometers, and Police Training School, which is 10 kilometers. So, Malal, I mean,
Bro, this is my instruction
and
as on
our
10:30
status
today.
reports, Malal, sets out everything.
As on 10:30 today, Malad, this is my instruction.
No, but we are telling.
Kindly have a look at this, Malad.
This is, this.
We should not be fighting on this, Malad. The CISF,
and therefore, exactly.
we requested for
once I have
handheld metal
stated-
detectors. We requested for door-size metal detectors.
Everything is provided.
They provided that after 2 weeks, but this is
No,
still
no,
not
we
provided.
provided there.
Let's have a look at this.
Just a second. What is now remaining to be provided? Mr.
That
Solicitor,
is
you have
what I
seen
am-
this. They say for housing one company of women personnel consisting of 54 persons, they have provided at KMCP Day School, which is 2.6 kilometers.
Kindly have a look at 10:30. At 10:30, this is
Well,
yet.
let the registrar of the High Court go and see, Malad.
Yes.
Let 10:30, Malad, this is at 10:30.
Let him go and see.
I don't want, Malad, I'm not enjoying.
Can we can we look at this for a moment, please?
Yes,
Accommodation for one company provided in 3 locations as below. RMO Quarter, Ajikor Hospital, 20 persons. KMCP School, 40 persons. Indira Maitri Southern, 30 persons. Likely to be handed over by evening today. 2 companies are
yet to be provided
yet to be
accommodation.
provided.
Some security gadgets are provided, some are not provided. Lord, I'm not gaining anything by pointing this out. This is what is needed. Lord, if some incident takes place, Lord, I stand responsible now for the security, the CISF.
Just one second. Mr. Sibal, you just check, Ms. Astha Sharma, you can check with the officers.
Yes,
In your statement, where you have said one company, 54 women personnel,
yes.
that covers one and the same company,
Or,
which is
Either
being
one
provided at
company or 54 women
KMCP and
personnel.
Indira Maitri or Shishu Kalyan
no, Malad, it's
Hospital.
one company / 54 women personnel.
Right, but the same one company.
Yeah.
But now, as of date, they have deployed 3 companies. So the other 2 are yet to be provided by you.
Lord, when
One
will be
second.
provided?
One
This
here,
is
Malad,
provided
kindly see
yesterday.
Indira Maitri, that's the other one too.
Yeah, that's the second one.
That's the second one. It's in Indira Maitri, Malad, which is
No,
1.7
we are trying
kilometers.
to tally what they have handed over with what you have handed over. What they have handed over suggests accommodation for one company provided in 3 locations, which includes 40 persons at KMCP and 30 at Indira Maitri Southern, and 20 persons at RMO Quarter. Now, that indicates that only one company is taken care of. There are other 2.
According to us, no.
Persons plus.
Just ask the registrar to go and check.
Why don't you,
One
can,
company,
can,
why register?
can we suggest this? Why do we have to ask the registrar to do all this?
Because they are
An
contesting.
officer of the state government and an officer of the, a senior officer of the CISF.
We have done that, Malad.
Not one
On
company
ground, we have
can-
done that. They are not wanting, in fact, Malad, on the ground, the story is different. Malad, what can we say, Malad?
But one
Alright,
company
ऐसा लिख
is
लीजिए।
90 individuals,
Okay.
90 officers.
A total of 3 companies of CISF personnel has been deployed for the security at Ajikor Medical College and Hospital. Full stop. Mr. Kapil Sibal, the state of West Bengal has in its submission indicated that provision for housing the personnel has been made thus, colon, ये इनके इसमें पेज 1 को tabulated chart ले लीजिए. Prima facie, it appears from the above tabulation that the prima facie, don't say prima facie, it appears from the tabulation. In the statement which has been placed on the record by the union government, on the other hand, it has been indicated that accommodation for one company has been provided in 3 locations, namely at bracket 1 RMA quarter dash RG Hospital bracket 20 persons, 2 KMCP school dash 40 persons semicolon and bracket 3 Indira Matri Sadan 3 bracket 30 persons, and that the premises are likely to be handed over by the evening today. Full stop. In order to obviate any logistical difficulties, comma, we direct that an officer of the nominated, a sufficiently senior officer of the Home Department nominated by the state of West Bengal, and a senior officer of the CISF at the spot shall jointly liaise so as to ensure that all the 3 companies of the CISF personnel which have been deployed at the spot are duly provided for accommodation in the vicinity at par with what has been stated in the tabulated position set out above. Full stop. Next. In the event, in the event that any further full stop arrangements have been made for providing 6 buses, 4 trucks, and 3 light motor vehicles. Full stop. The 2 officers shall ensure that all requisitions, that necessary requisitions which are made by the CISF are duly complied with by 5 p.m. today. Full stop. Necessary gadgets for security purposes shall likewise be arranged no later than by 9 p.m.